Well, jurors in the Delphi murders case are resuming deliberations today. Richard Allen is accused of brutally slaying two teenage girls while they were out for a hike in rural Delphi, Indiana. Allen pleaded not guilty to the charges, and now a jury will decide his fate. ABC's Alex Perez joins me now from outside the courthouse in Delphi. So, Alex, this double murder's haunted this small town for nearly 8 years now. If you can, walk us through how we got here and what do we expect to happen in court today?
Yeah, Trevor, it's been a long time for this community. Those girls were killed back in, found on Valentine's Day of 2017. What exactly the jury is going to decide, we don't know just yet, but we could have some sort of indication at any point today. They started deliberating yesterday. They deliberated for about 2 hours, and they've been back at it here at the courthouse for about an hour this morning. Now, we should point out, Trevor, this is no slam dunk for the prosecution. In fact, the defense did a good job of poking holes in the prosecution's investigation. They also made a good point during this trial that there is no forensic evidence linking Richard Allen to this case. So there's no DNA, there's no fingerprints. None of the things that you usually see in these high-profile murder cases are available in this one. And the prosecution in court over and over for several days talked about those confessions that Allen made while he was in custody, more than 60 confessions that he made while he was in custody. But the defense did a decent job of poking holes in that too, highlighting the fact, they say, that Richard Allen suffers from mental health issues that were made worse when he was put in solitary confinement for more than a year. The defense showing jurors videos of Richard Allen while he was in custody to try to hammer home this point that his mental health was not where it should be. In those videos, jurors saw Richard Allen at one point naked. At another point, he had a black hood on his head while the rest of his body was naked, and he was acting erratically, and officers were trying to control him. And in another video, around the same time that he made some of these confessions, jurors saw him eating his own feces. So the defense really trying to hammer home this idea that the person that confessed while in custody was not mentally in the right place. And you have to remember, Trevor, when this all started back in 2017, Richard Allen actually self-reported 3 days after the murders. He called authorities and he said, hey, I was near that bridge when this incident happened. Authorities interviewed him and let him go. His file placed in a place where there was no need to follow up with him. And it wasn't until about 5 years later that a volunteer who was sifting through a box of tips and other files noticed his and brought that file back up to investigators. And then they revisited it, and shortly after that arrested him. So at this point, Trevor, it really remains unclear what exactly is going to be the outcome of this trial. But I can tell you here in Delphi and really across the country, so many people are paying attention and they want to know what the jury is going to decide here, Trevor.
Okay, Alex Perez, very interesting in Indiana. Alex, thank you so much.